Autobots, roll out!
My name is Optimus Prime!
Be gone!
Hello everyone, I'm Cyberverse Prime, and today I want to take a look at the Transformers 2007 Deluxe Class Arcee. Now, this figure was heavily based on concept art back in 2006 to 2007, and it was one of the most controversial designs that, came out for the Michael Bay movies. And she was originally supposed to be in the movie instead of Ironhide, but she replaced Ironhide replaced her. So that would have been cool, but the sad thing is that, well, actually no. There's two things that could have come out of it. Arcee would have died, Jazz would have survived. So that sucks because Michael Bay confirmed that since Jazz was the smallest, he decided to kill him off, which was pretty stupid in my opinion. Now looking back on it, it was a pretty stupid move. Jazz should have survived all the way up until TF3 in my opinion. Maybe TF4. Actually, throughout the whole run of Michael Bay. I think it would have been cool to see him evolve. But yeah, this is a really cool figure. I highly recommend you guys get one if you can find one for a decent price. I need to get a new one though, because I'm not sure if you can see it, but right here where this little peg is supposed to go into like a porthole, yeah, that snapped off. There's some plastic that kind of snapped right there, so my apologies for that. So mine is slightly broken. My apologies that it's not brand new or anything. But in terms of accessories, she does have a missile and she does have her gun, which is this part right here. You're gonna have to have this part, because of, this forms the entire seat and rear of the motorcycle. So just be mindful of that. And speaking of the motorcycle mode, it's a really nice looking motorcycle. I have no idea what brand of motorcycle this could be. I know it looks like a racing motorcycle possibly, and I think it looks kick-ass, especially in these colors. I'm not too fond of the bronzy, goldy kind of rims. I think they could have done away with that, and doesn't really, but it does scream 07, I can admit that. I do have a comparison. Here she is next to the 07 Bumblebee. This is from the Screen Battle set. You can tell by the gray plastic instead of the black. So here she is. This is what she looks like stacked with him, completely out of scale. Okay. Now, to transform Arcee, first you take there's a little tab right here, and there's a little slot right here to where you can turn this into an exhaust pipe, which I think looks pretty badass and completes the look. But you want to go ahead and start removing that. Then you want to go ahead and lift this section up and go ahead and take this part off. That's her weapon. Then you want to come here to this wheel, split it, and then you're gonna take this whole bit here and split it down the middle. These will be her arms. You want to open this compartment, take these parts here and split them. These will become her legs. Sorry if that sounded a little derogatory. Get your mind out of the gutter. Then you want to come right here, push her head through. Go ahead and take the headlights or the front wheel of the bike, fold that up to fill out her back. Fold that part up. Extend these down. Close this part back up. rotate these down. You can orient these however you may wish. I like to do it like this sometimes. Go ahead and fold out her wrist, rotate them around. She's got kind of gorilla arms, which sucks. Fold down these parts here. And then right here, these will become her feet. Go ahead and get those in position. Sometimes her heel will pop out. And there you have her in her robot mode. And this is a really cool looking robot. I think this is I think the head sculpt could have used a redesign, but I really do like this design. I think it looks kick-ass. It's way better than her Revenge of the Fallen design. I mean, at least here she has legs. And, you know, her ROTB design is a hell of a lot better than the ROTF. But yeah, this is a really cool design. I really wish we got to see this in Revenge of the Fallen. I think this would have been a much cooler looking design in the movie, especially if they decided to change a couple of things. I mean, I wouldn't have minded if they kept the Revenge of the Fallen head sculpt and maybe retooled the chest a little bit. Not to sound dirty, but, you know, if they could have just redone this and redone this, I think we would have had a banger design for Arcee. I really think we do. But you can kind of see that the ROTB Arcee was, I'm going to say, it was kind of inspired by this design a little bit, and then maybe the Prime version, which is really cool. But yeah, now her posability is, since it's an 07 figure, it's nothing but ball joints. Sorry if she's a little messy. She is an old figure. I tried to clean her up the best way I could. So she's got a ball joint here at the head, which is cool. Ball joint shoulders, ball joint elbows. Nothing at the wrist besides this kind of motion. Like, come on, you know, bring it on. No waist. Ball jointed hips, which they don't really do much anyway. No range of motion there. Her knees are kind of awkward due to transformation. So her knees don't really bend in a way. They bend like this, which looks like shit. And then nothing at the ankles, of course. And I can kind of see why some people would really love to see a concept version of this figure to come out in the Studio Series line. Me personally, me too. I would love to see this design be redone in the Studio Series line. I think it would be really nice to actually see. I mean, if we're getting Megatron and people who haven't appeared in the Bumblebee movie, can we get characters that didn't appear in the Michael Bay movies? Like, please, you're not done scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, come on now. Now for the weapon, it can go on either side of her arm, or either arm. There's, you know, the pegs, and there's a port. I like to do this. And the cool part is that when you put the missile in, it creates this kind of crossbow weapon. Now, mine is a little on the broken side, so the missile does like to pop out. So, yeah, it's kind of a pain, but it's an old figure, so it's kind of to be expected. It's still a fun figure, and I still highly recommend getting her if you can find her for a good price. And nonetheless, I do have a couple of comparisons for you for robot mode. Here she is with Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee from it's still made of the same mold that I just showed in car mode. It's just retooled and retweaked to match what he looked like in Revenge of the Fallen, which is, I can kind of see why some people would say that the Battle Blades version is better. And then here she is alongside Recon Ironhide, because crossbow weapon, and, you know, just makes sense. And this is see what I mean? Ironhide just gently touched her, and it just flew off. So my apologies for the missile to the face. Oh, man. And then the damn thing just came off. Oh, man. Oh, well. I'm not going to screw with it anymore. But yeah, there she is with a couple of characters or some older figures. So yeah, she's a really cool figure, and I highly recommend you guys get her if you can find her for a good price. Stay tuned. I will be doing my redo review of Buster Optimus Prime. I just wanted to get her done and out of the way because she is so far the easiest one to do. But nonetheless, yeah. I highly recommend you get her if you want to get in, if you want this version. But hopefully Hasbro will make a Studio Series concept version of this in the concept series line. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.